everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Cowboys going up against the Redskins. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Prescott now on second down. He's got time. And this one is incomplete. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. On third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And wow, fortunately, he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Jones. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They're going to look to throw. Backing up. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Nowhere to
Oh,
escape.
come on.
He goes down. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, a battle for
Oh,
him.
come
This will
on.
be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a 3rd down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 8 yards there and a first down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Back to throw now on first down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second down now after the pass completion. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott now. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, he'll drop to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A second down throw for Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Let's go!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the 3 points. They're on the board, but it took them 3 trips to the red zone just to get 1 field goal.
So on the defensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourselves. Guess what? 3 times and you only came out with 3 points. But on the offensive side, you have to finally feel a little bit of relief that you got some points on the board.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the wideout in motion. Back to throw again. That's caught at the 1. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Jones in the final seconds of the first half, and the Redskins have taken the lead.
God
And this
damn,
is
man.
missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll go on the ground. Stays on his feet. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come out here in the I.
Green, 39. Back 99, Charlie. Here we go. Leopard. Let's go. Get 56.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They come up in an offset I. This is Marshall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good.
He is out.
It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
He got back in front.
And it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicated. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Let's go.
Halfback sent in motion. Prescott down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And here come the Redskins now. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back now at FedEx Field, and we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss, and that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Another pistol look here. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass, and completing it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run with Marshall. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second down following the run.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, check 24. All right, here we go.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out here in the eye. And they try to sweep the Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No, look at 56. Look at 56.
Now Marshall. That's strong running. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Detroit!
And the play clock's running down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess it's... Good news for them now, it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead.
God damn!
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They were stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Prescott now on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Play fake. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Yeah, here's Marshall. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Josh Doxson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. A second down throw for Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ziggy Ansah in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Third and long for Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. He's back to throw. Finding time. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The toss, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. A give to Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Let's go.
2nd down, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at the 2. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set.